Go.
This is a video taped of the Clarkson's family house and garden.
So Jonah, here we go. As we step back and give everybody an idea of the house that nobody ever sees, we'll come across the street. Let's see if the camera can keep up with me. Alright. That is our house from across the street in 3D format. Ha 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 ha, 2D. You're right. I don't have the glasses on yet. We'll come across the street here so that everybody can see it. Our massive pine tree that you see in the pictures, but you don't get to see in the video. Perspective of the children. Show you Gina's roses. We just put 2 new roses in this year. This is our bleeding heart. Gina's hybrid white rose, and her red rose, and then her coral rose. And I thought this year we might have some fun, and instead of having multiple canna gardens, I decided we should put in a canna forest. So all of those green little leaves sticking up are all going to be canna lilies. All the way back here. Come back over here. I just put in these blocks. I took out the landscape timber that we had here. I put in the blocks. Made it a lot cleaner, much more prettier. Now we're in June right now, and we're already losing our flowers because of the odd spring that we had. Jonah in front of the flagpole. And then we're going to do what we call around here as a garden walk. Everybody gets to come around and check everybody's flowers out and see the new plantings. This year Gina got a couple of hanging baskets. And we are trying to keep people from walking through here, so we put up our planter. I'm impressed. This is my 2-year-old apple tree. It's grown almost 2 feet in 2 years already. And we're told that we have 6 years before we get fruit on it. But it's called a Sweet 16. Here's our stone path, where we are accepting donations to the Help Tim and Gina Finish the Path Around the Tree Fund. Any donations will kindly be mailed to us. We'll take them. We'll convert it into stone. That's funny. Here is Gina's hosta and fern garden. And my attempt at putting in lighting. My wires hanging everywhere. Jonah's attempt at watering, even though I watered this morning already. Here's our pathway as it goes around the tree. I'm attempting to take this around the tree right here. And then it's going to go in front of the house back in back of the garden there, where we're going to have a little European table and chair set put right here so that we can sit out here and enjoy coffee in the mornings. And then my favorite sign in the world.
I just found something.
Yes. Oh yes. Don't just stand there. Weed. Please weed. We have many. Come around the pathway. This will eventually be all stoned in, like the front there. The back side of the Hofsten fern garden. And our house. My hot pepper garden. I keep them isolated over here so they don't get the sweetness from the tomatoes and the other flowers. I have a very large assortment this year. I have 8 different pepper plants here, hot pepper plants. And this is our garden. This used to be, we have pictures. Jonah, I'm here. Right here, where you see the hose hanging on Ellen's fence, used to be a pine tree, about the half of the size of the one that we have here in front of the house, and they cut it down when they moved in. This used to be all grass. Grass all the way back. There used to be a hill right there. The water used to run off it. It used to be just nothing right here, nothing but grass. My 12 varieties of heirlooms. We got peppers, Anaheims, bells, cauliflower, broccoli. It's our second year of attempting to make hatch chilies here, even though they're not hatched, they're Tim chilies. I'm cross-pollinating my hot peppers, hi Jonah, with my Anaheims to see if I can keep continuously making new seeds out of them. So far they're working, but we'll see this year. And again, here's our pathway leading to the backyard and our wild rose. And our makeshift entrance to the garden, which we are also accepting funds to the donation of the Help Tim and Gina Complete the Stone Pathway around their house and put a fence around their garden fund. See, I still find the humor in it. Our garden salad, lettuce and spinach and iceberg and radishes. Our corn, coming up pretty good this year. Our original hostas that were here when we moved in.
Daddy, the rations are big.
They're really big, aren't they?
Yeah, we had to pick them.
Yeah, this used to be all river rock. Dug it out this year and I transplanted my tiger eye here and put Gina her climbers here, some vines, so that she could have something covering the lattice work back here. Our trumpeter vine that I have drawn over here. Right here is our pathway that leads over to Pete and Ellen's backyard there, where we have many a bonfire. And right here is going to be a pergola, about 8 foot tall. And we're going to walk through to get to the backyard. We have vines on it. We're going to rebuild our rock island here that has our herbs in it so that it matches it. This is our flower tree, pot tree, whatever you want to call it. I just rebuilt our stairway leading to the backyard this year. I got 4 tiers out of the stone that we had. Enough, Jonah. I just rebuilt our pathway leading into my blueberries. We have 4 different varieties of blueberries. And our roadside lily garden. And our ever-growing, wonderfully huge raspberry fjord,
Daddy, look.
which the kids get to pick this year because we have so many raspberries this year. We don't know what we're going to do with them. And that stone pathway here is going to follow up all the way around here. We'll put a new retaining wall around here. And then we're going to stone out the back of the... Yes, sweetheart?
Look.
Oh, you made an egg.
With this.
Yeah.
An egg.
What the heck? I got a spider hanging on me. Where'd you come from? There he is.
We have to get that spray home.
Get off of there.
Dad, we have to get that spray home.
There he goes. Now that was fun. This is going to have a stone stairway leading into the backyard around the fire pit there, and a retaining wall with flower beds back here, and a big patio deck right there where the tall grass is, so we can put our table and chairs up here and be able to sit up here. We're going to have a boardwalk right here. This is where our water runoff is. We're going to put a boardwalk in here so that we can walk up along the flower bed eventually. This is the next project, which you can donate to the Tim and Gina try and put the stone path around the tree into the backyard with a fence around the garden, and then the retaining wall and deck fund. See, I still find the humor in it. That is our backyard woods in the middle of the city. Our forest goes back to the fence line back there. I have elderberries growing in the back. We're trying to get them to grow this year so that we can have our blockade back there. I have a hop vine growing back there. And that is our upper landing, which we're going to eventually rebuild with a children's log cabin and swing set up there, so the kids will have their own little play area up there. Again, you can add to the donation of funds. And my ugly, ugly roof. There's our deck from up here. I'm going to show everybody Gina's plantings down there as we go down the stairs. Gina plants cannas in her pots leading up to the backyard. And we have put a bunch of plantings underneath here. Gina one year came in and cut these all back to make them look like bonsais. And then she put snow on the mountain in equal points on either side here. And then we put wild ginger there and on the right corner over there. And right in the middle here we have Japanese spurge. And it seems to enjoy it back here because we had our first flowering in 4 or 5 years that we've had this thing growing. These came from 2 plants. So we love it. We love how these things grow. And then our beautiful trumpeter vine. The age can be told by the stalks it has. We want to transplant it because we would love to rebuild back here. That may never happen. But you can apply any donations to our Help Tim and Gina add on to the house fund.
Take a picture of it.
I'm taking a video of you. Can you say hi?
Hi.
What are you doing?
I'm just in my face.
Yeah, don't eat it. That's sand. Ew, that's not that kind of egg.
I know it. Yeah.
So that is our yard, house, and garden. For all of you that ever wanted to see what it was like to live where we are. All of this is manual labor. Why does it look like this? Because it's free. Most of the flowers have been free donations. The stones come from the farms. Most expensive things have been my stone around the front of the garden, my tree, and the pathway.